Welcome to my channel. Today I will be making some plantain flour porridge for my baby granddaughter. I will be using some real Guyana all-purpose green plantain flour along with some aniseed. Aniseed is very good for the baby gas. Okay, you can use that, boil it and give it her with milk just like that. But I boil in this with the plantain flour and give it to her so that we'll be able to satisfy her. Now this is the aniseed here that boiled already, and I'm going to strain this aniseed, right? And when I finish straining it, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the all-purpose plantain flour. Of course, you have to mix with some cold water that is in there. The amount of water that I use to boil the aniseed is 1.5 cup. Alright, so let me say like 2 cups in all. When it starts boiling, pour and stir. Now we're gonna boil this on low heat. We start it out on high heat, of course, so that it start to boil. And then when it starts boiling, you turn it down, because this tend to boil up and boil over, so we don't want that. Okay, this is some 4 cow glucose that I use, just a little bit to put a little taste into the porridge. Now I'm not going to use this one time, only when I'm mixing the milk I add a little bit to give it a taste. Okay, and this is the porridge just boiling here. When it finish boiling, I'm going to turn it down, so that it could continue boiling. I boil this for half an hour. You would see that when it boiling, it would be able to reduce from this amount that you put into it to a smaller portion, so you know that the porridge can get a little thicker. From when you start, you want to see, you don't want it too thick, no, you don't want it too thin. All right, my granddaughter is 1.5 months, and the tea is not doing anything for her, so we decided to make some porridge. You can do the same. All right, when it finished boiling for half an hour to 45 minutes on low heat, make sure you boil it for half an hour to 45 minutes. Okay, I did not add any glucose as I mentioned earlier. I would only add it when she's ready for a bottle. We just add a little to give it a taste. All right, make sure you keep stirring regular. So you can see now it get a little bit body because it started to boil down. All right, we don't want it too thick again, but mixing it with the water along with the milk will reduce the thickness that you're seeing there. See, after finish boiling it, then we will strain it. So we strain it here now, and then make sure you have a flask so that you could, in order to keep it warm. All right, I get 1.5 cup. You see it's not that thick, but when you mix the milk with the with some water, it will reduce the thickness to a little bit more lighter, but it will be satisfying for the baby. Yeah, and then again, if your baby is getting diarrhea, you don't have to use any milk. You can give the baby it just like that, but just put a little sugar to give it a little taste, because you know babies got taste in the mouth. They won't drink it without the sugar. So again, real Guyana, all-purpose green plantain flour. All right, along with some aniseed, which is very good for baby that